Dragon Oath is a massive multiplayer online game set in China during the time of Song Dynasty in 960 AD. The main storyline of Dragon Oath is based upon the mythology of 8 races of non-human deities described in Buddhist cosmology. According to Buddhism, these demigods exist on a higher plane of existence than mortals, and yet they are still bound by their passions and desires to the Samsara, the cycle of reincarnation. While the demigods themselves are not the primary focus in the game, the story main characters are modeled after the deity races, exhibiting many of the qualities, both divine and mortal. Dragon Oath allows players to engage themselves in ancient Chinese lore and take part in captivating quests that tell the tale of warriors and diplomats from this time period. Dragon Oath has a large emphasis on teamwork and community within its gameplay mechanics. Marriage, guilds, and blood relation play a huge role in the overall experience of the game. On Game Ogre, some people had to say, such as Awesome Draco, this game is slightly above average in my opinion. As per my new reviewing standard, here are my ratings before I explain why in my conclusion. Gameplay, 6 of 10. The gameplay should be good, and it is. It works, and it's like most other MMO controls. There are also a million systems to make the game seem more complicated than it is, and to make it more addicting, and finally to make you part with money, like most other free MMOs. The game is a martial art MMO, and the combat is good like others. However, where the gameplay falls is in poor design choices that made me quit the game after 2 hours of playing it. One example is the camera, which can't really be moved, as the game mostly controls it for you. This is ridiculous for an MMO, where stuff can happen all over the place around you, so there will always be something happening outside the camera's view which you won't be able to see. Also, the game is filled with bad translations. In fact, the website itself is filled with bad translations. While I can ignore this, they really don't make the experience any better, and if anything, detract from your immersion in the game, and makes the thing seem more unprofessional. Graphics and sound. Game Ogre says this has amazing graphics. I beg to differ. They are slightly below the best looking MMOs I've played, and are certainly not amazing. While I cannot simply rate them really low like I want to, I can't rate them any higher than 5, simply because in this modern age I can come up with 100 games with better graphics than this, and maybe 20 MMOs with better graphics than this. Heck, I think Perfect World probably looks better than this, and that has a seamless world. Replay value, 7 of 10. I'm rating this good because I'll go back to this game if they improve the camera and sort out all the little translation errors. I see potential, but it falls down flat at the first hurdle. Conclusion. In short, you can definitely tell the game is in beta. Really bad translation, a camera you can't really move, and I didn't really get much of what the NPCs were saying with their skill books and systems and things. The game really didn't grab my attention, but I'll say that it has potential. Ichigo Hollow Fiend says, well, for one, I thought the trailer to the video looks a lot like Avatar: The Last Airbender. The graphics were really good, didn't care what class race I was. You can ride mounts, which just reminds me more of World of Warcraft. There is PvP, which I hate. Nobody really talks, helps you out though, which I thought was kind of meh. Buzzsaw says, Dragon Oath could be epic with enough improvements. Dragon Oath needs a way to lower the amount of grind. The mounts and graphics are better than most other free MMOs though.